Hey guys, for those of you that are trying to figure out how to get these cylinders apart, what's going on with them on these Mercruiser Alpha One, this is a Gen 2. Bought a an old used boat and she's got lots of problems with her. And the trim cylinders, it wouldn't trim down. It was up, you could hear the motor running and everything. And I read online or saw online where they talked about was swapping the hydraulic lines up there at the pump to get it to come down, because it's got more pressure, pushing out than it does bring it back in. Did that, got it down, of course, and it sticks again. So this is what I'm having to do now to get these things apart. I got one apart inside, but all you end up doing though to get the end of it loose is, of course, everything's loose right here. I just got it up here to hold it so it's easier to work with, but I can't turn it. You can't move it. I mean, it doesn't go anywhere. I tried putting all my weight on them, 240 pounds. So anyway, I've done it on one, and that's my removal tool. This is a redneck budget boat. So at any rate, all you're going to do is you're going to put the pipe wrench right here on this end and just turn it, and it's really not that hard to get off. So we'll go ahead and do that. It was really easy. This one here came loose even easier than the other one, so you can see that it's turning it right there. It's coming out. And then what happened on the other one was there's a seal right here, and it's got a little C-clip, and you can see that the washer that's over the seal it's bent. It's compressed out, and the seal started coming out underneath it, and that's what's jammed these rams. So anyway, that's what we got to do though, is get that seal out of there and get a new seal kit and put in it, and get her back in the water eventually. Anyway, I'm going to finish taking this out and get to the next step. Okay, so we got it all the way out, and this right here is what you're going to end up with right here. You see the other one's already apart down here. And all I'm going to do next is get a hammer, a screwdriver or something, and just beat that washer flat. And you also have to get a 9/16, pull that bolt right there off, and it lets that piston slide off the end there. And then you can get this end cap off. Okay, just to show you, this right here is what you're going to end up coming out with whenever you finally get it off the end of the shaft. And I guess it's really not a piston, it's more of a pressure relief valve. And you got to be careful, there's a little seal that actually goes up inside the shaft down here on the end. So just pay attention to that when you're rebuilding it. So okay, next is to go ahead and beat that washer down and get that seal out of there. So get that shaft out. Okay, well, kind of told you a little bit wrong on that. I'm gonna have to, after we got that pressure relief off of there, I'm gonna have to screw it back in there again, and then just put a screwdriver through the end over here and just twist it so I can work it out, because I'm afraid I'm gonna damage this this shaft if I do it like that. The other one's the way I did it. I was just incorrect. I'm telling you how I did it before. But anyway, I'm just going to screw it in there and then work this shaft out. Then get that seal out of the way. Okay, you can probably tell by how hard I'm breathing that was a little bit of a task. Anyway, get it out of there. Now I'm just going to break that end cap loose again and take it back inside and start getting old seals off of it. Okay, next there's a piston up inside of there. We also got to get out, replace the seal on that, and hopefully you can see it down in there. It's about halfway down or so. And the best way or the only way I found to do it was get a little compressed air. And I don't remember which hose it was, one of the two. One of the hoses goes right there, that little hole right there is where it comes out, and the other one goes behind that piston that's in there. So anyway, just a little compressed air, blow that thing out, and this is what you're going to be getting out the other end, is right here. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go do that. Okay, that guy right there came on out, no issues. And you know, it don't take much air either. I mean, you know, 10 pounds will be more than enough to get it out. Make sure you have something in to catch it too, because even the low pressure, it'll come on out of there pretty quick if you let it. Okay, and this right here is the problem child. The try to get out here so you can see this thing. So you can see there's that little clip in there. You can't get the clip out because the washer's all bent up still. And that seal got behind that washer, and that's what was stopping the shaft from moving. And then there's actually going to be 2 more seals in there also. If you go up here, you can see the one of them right there. There's going to be 3 grooves cut in there. The center groove has actually got a little spring in it. It doesn't have a, I don't know if you can see that or not, I'm out here in the sun. But that second slot down, it doesn't have a seal, it's just a spring. Let me show you what that spring looks like. Let's see here if I can find it. Well, it just looks, oh, here it is. This is what that little spring looks like. And that's the set that goes in the middle one, and then you're going to have 2 other seals like this. The first one right there is going to be this guy right here, then there's going to be the spring and the second one in there, and then this right here is the one closest toward the outside, and that one's got a lot of corrosion on it. It's kind of hard to get out, and what I found was the best was using a fish hook to reach in there and work. It had to work some of that corrosion off of it to get it out. But anyway, that's really about all there is to it, other, you know, just cleaning it up and then getting the seals back on it back together again. But anyway, hope this helps you out a little bit. Okay, later guys.